This is the setting. War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash and ought to be a sensational game. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Wyoming Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the Wyoming head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Bobcats will kick off first, and here we go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. From the gun, the running back has it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback keeper. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Shoots it to the left. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Fires downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that is not a good sign for this offense. You are not going to survive mistake after mistake very often. Last week, he threw a ton of picks, and they still won the football game. Now starting off on the same foot, man, you have to take care of the football. That's priority number 1 at the quarterback spot.
This offense has it with really good field position. Caught on the RPO. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Well, we knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end after a nice gainer preventing him from getting the first down?
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The run to the left. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember price he paid after that hit.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. RPO complete. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready to go.
There, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got him quickly. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Drops back on 1st down. Moves to his right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moving out to the right. Caught over the middle. It's Martins. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. He fires one deep over the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Look out! Finds a crease at the 20. Bulldozes his way through. He's into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running inside. It's Pryor. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he's got some space. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wyoming. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff to Jones. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Turning it on. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. What a great job of coverage and a big loss on that return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Fires to the big fella. And he's still running after the move. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. Looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a man. It's Algier. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they're not on the same page there.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They boot it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. He lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Wyoming. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bobs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Hits the hole. It's Pryor. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's got the first down. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Lewis. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Way off target there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Algier. Makes the grab. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the Bobcats couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to go up top on second down. Finds his big tight end. Delivers the stiff arm. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon at tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really there. That's what can really make this offense dangerous.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. Breaks into the open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Hits inside, it's Browning. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second and long here. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Drills him with the stiff arm. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Bobcats right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They'll run the screen. There he goes. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first. He'll throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Gets the back moving. Drops back on 1st down. Snags it, and there's running room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Rolling right and going deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Defense in press coverage. They think there's room to run to the right here. All over him immediately.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Still looking to his right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Got some room to run. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. On the move. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the... And he's in! Touchdown, Wyoming!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Algier. Escapes the pressure to his right. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield very late in the half. Extending the play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team up. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up end. He's on the move. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the Florida State Seminoles.
Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, Dylan.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Got an alley. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Back to throw, it's Algier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Bobcats will try to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
2nd down to the air. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
He'll try to do it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Algier. Buying time to his right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
The Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Looking to throw, it's Algier. Another incompletion on third down.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the back. Second down, going to throw it. Finds his tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots.
Makes the grab in their space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Swings it out to his running back. Could not make his way to the corner.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, going to throw it. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas State.
And after that critical pick 6, this game feels a whole lot different. That quarterback is kicking himself right now. He knew after that drive, it started so well, they had an opportunity, David, to add to their lead and feel a whole lot more comfortable. It just takes one play, and all of a sudden, the opponent is right back in this thing.
And the defense had to have a play. They had to have something go their way. They had to get a stop. Not only did they get the stop and say, hey, we're going to limit the damage, they get the turnover. They get the touchdown. This game just got completely flipped. This defense made the play they had to make.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they can get him on the ground right there. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. First play of this drive. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, Bobcats. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And the offense goes at it again. He's already got 5 catches, Jesse. So this quarterback, he looks like he's locking in on this guy. And the defense, I think they kind of got a clue and made a big play.
You're absolutely right, David. As a quarterback, you got to be careful you don't predetermine who you're going to throw to. This guy's been uncoverable so far. So I get it. You want to get him more touches, but you have to let the coverage dictate who gets the football. And give the defender credit that time. He knew where the ball was going. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay for it, taking it all the way to the house.
Wyoming 42, Texas State 40.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Running to the left. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incomplete.
Well, guys, they are going to leave the offense out here. I know it's 4th and long, but a field goal doesn't really help you that much here, so you can kind of see it. Rolls right. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. He makes this one. The lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. Right down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Parker. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Algier. Holds on, it's Pryor. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Caught by the back. He's tackled at the 47. And that's a first down for the offense.
They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab at the 30. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Pryor. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Wants to throw again. Gets rid of it. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Tries to get it himself. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? 2nd down coming up. Back to pass, it's Algier. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. To the end zone and is picked off. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. At the 20, he's got space. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And that is exactly what you want to get accomplished coming out of your own end zone, man. You don't want to hold on that ball too long. Get rid of it. Throw it to your running back. Nice job getting north and south, getting some positive yards, and getting out of the shadow of your own end zone.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Marks. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's dropped. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to the ground game on the left. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Rams him with the stiff arm. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Bobcats want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Algier. Moves to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. And the Bobcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll set up to throw. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to